Alrighty, how's it going? That's what we're doing right now. The General Grievous Starfighter. It's not a big kit, pretty small kit, 220 pieces or so. Shouldn't take us too long. We just got done with a really big build, so we'll do a smaller build and then we'll head back into the medium builds. The build we finished yesterday was this guy. It's kind of, it's not really a UCS set, but it's kind of a precursor to it, I think. Just my camera there after bonking it. Well, let's do a little bit of sorting. Imagine this build won't take more than an hour unless something goes drastically wrong. And since there's not that many pieces, the sorting won't take too long either. And I'm not sure which set we'll work on tomorrow, but probably something that'll take more like 3 hours to build. This one should be about an hour, I think. Just depends. I've never timed it. I'm not planning on rushing anything. We'll leave all the big pieces in this big bin, and then start putting other pieces in this bin. Medium, small, and micro. Focus. Hello. Lots of these kind of big curvy pieces in this set. Well, not lots, but a few. There's not a lot of anything in this set. Pretty small set. It's a nice little shifter. And without very many pieces, it'll be pretty easy finding pieces too as we go. So it'll probably add to the speed of the build. Not going to try to build fast at all. Look at those two mismatched grays. You can tell on camera, I think. Got a real brown gray and a real blue gray. That's the old gray and the newer gray. It's supposed to be the same, but they changed the color from a brownish to a bluish. I do like the new color better. But when you have old sets like this, some of the parts don't quite look matched. That's okay. I'm not going to be too picky about it today. Start separating out into this bin. So sorting by size, roughly. As long as I know where to look for each part, that's all that matters. This is two pieces together. It's not one piece. Which I'll just be putting back together in, I don't know, half an hour. I do love taking my kits apart and putting them back together though, a lot. I'm not a builder who builds it once and leaves it up on the shelf forever. I build it once and leave it up on the shelf for a few weeks, maybe a few months. But inevitably I want to build it again, and inevitably I need some space. I definitely don't have room for all of my models to be built at the same time. And I love rebuilding them, so. And I even like taking them apart. It's not a big deal to me. It's part of the whole thing, part of the whole process. Not a big kit, so this sorting process is not taking long at all. I do try to rush through the sorting process, because it's not super exciting to watch, I'm sure. And I've considered doing the sorting beforehand. No, Jocko. Before the stream starts, but I've always felt like it's part of the whole process. It's the same thing as when you get a new set and you're pouring parts out of a bag, either onto the table or whatever, into your sorting bins or whatever you do, however you do it, onto the carpet, onto the floor, whatever you like to do. And then you either have a pile of Legos that you, and I'm okay calling them Legos, personally. I do both. I call them Lego and Legos. If you're talking about a pile of them, I feel like Legos is fine. If you're talking about the concept of Lego, it's a different thing. But you know, that's your gig to just dump them into a pile and step by step find your pieces as you go. That's fun. It's one way to do it. I think that's how I used to do it as a kid. I don't think I ever did any of this sorting by size stuff first. Alright, it is not a big kit. That's all my large pieces. That's all my medium, small, and micro pieces. This could go in either one. So let's get it started here. I do have him. A lot of these old sets, I don't have the original character, but I do have him, so I'll go grab him. He's right over there. Alright, he's modded. We do have the right stuff. But we've put a couple of different arms on him so that he holds the lightsabers in different directions because it looks cool. But he's, you know, he's hard to balance like this, which is probably why the original arms all point up and he holds them all up. And also my daughter wanted to give him a Mace Windu lightsaber, as in after he killed Mace Windu and took his lightsaber kind of deal. We've also modded him with this cape from another, I don't know what, actually don't know what minifigure it's from. This is the original Mace Windu. Not Mace Windu. Did I call him that? Like General Grievous. Come on, focus. You can do it. There we go. So he's not in the best shape, but this is the original guy. Like one of his cheekbones is kind of bent up, and I don't want to mess with it. I could probably bend it back down. And it looks like it, you know, it was probably, it's like that because it was bitten by a dog or a child or whatever. It happens. I'm not going to try to sell him. He's not in perfect shape. But that is the guy that came with this. That's the General Grievous that came with it. And if he were in perfect shape, he would probably be worth 10 or 15 bucks, I would imagine. So you can see there that all of his arms point up. And I don't have him with a gun, I have him with his lightsabers. So we can use the lightsabers in the ship. There's a place where they all go in the bottom of the ship, which is kind of silly. But it's a place to put him when you put him in the driver's seat, right? Okay, hopefully my, there we go. My mic wasn't in position. If you didn't hear any of that because the music was too loud and the mic wasn't in the right position, this is just the original Grievous. With some mods. The two arms that don't point in the right direction, I do have them. They're right over there. And we put a cape on him and all that. So, if that audio was bad at the beginning there, I apologize. I had not pulled the mic over. And the music was still at intro level. Alright, let's get going. For some reason, I think this is supposed to be a brown piece. So, I don't think I have that. I'm sure I've looked for it, but it sure looks like a brown piece. Some of these directions, it's kind of hard. It could be black, could be, let's pretend it's supposed to be black. Actually, you know, his gun looks the same color, and that's definitely black. There's no brown Star Wars guns that I know of. So, let's get all these together. I think this is supposed to be brown. Actually, no, it looks black there. So yeah, it's kind of the same color. We're gonna use this black one. So place those on there. This is the lightsaber rack for the bottom of the ship. So this is nothing that was on the original ship. This is just for the playset, a place to put all of those lightsabers while your minifig is flying the ship, because it definitely can't hold them in the cockpit. And we can put those lightsabers in later. I do have, let's see. Oh, you know what? I think those might actually be yellow, and I don't think I have a couple of yellows. So I should get those. I've got another blue somewhere, aside from the purple Mace Windu. Okay. It's a 4x12. I can already tell I should slow down, or this build is going to go by in about half an hour. So I'll slow it down. I usually build pretty fast on stream. I don't know why. When I build off stream, I really milk it, make it last a long time. Okay, move on. Step 3. Is that the pieces they want? 3 across the back. Yep. That's what they want. They want us to stick them on. Like that, huh? Okay. Yep. Gotcha. So this is a 6x8, looks like. Yep. So, believe it or not, I think this is the back of the ship and this is the front. Is that right? No. Yeah, this is the front. Okay. So, never mind. I had that backwards. Okay. So, I haven't stuck this on yet. It's just sitting here, waiting. 2x8. Another one of those. Yeah, these colors look pretty off. This looks super red. And it's different from this page, so the printing is a little off. Okay, and then that goes like that. Gotcha. Okay. Next step. We're going to sit and think about this step for a second. Bonk. Sorry about the camera bonk. 2 more of these. careful with these steps because they don't show you which am I missing some pieces? No. First I thought I was looking for light gray. It's a little hard to tell with these directions. Okay. Two 2x8s. Okay. Two of these 2x2 circular flat pieces. These two on the back here. Okay, brings us up to speed with number 7. Step 8. 8 of these. And this piece on the back here, sticking off, overhanging by one, and did not notice these before. Five of them. And skipping 2. Okay. These go hanging off the outside here. Same thing on this side. Okay. Small red connector. 1x4 flat red. These 2 pieces and those 2. Oh, and just 2 pegs. unexpected to only have them in 2. Oops. Okay, that pretty much looks like we're up to date with that step. Ooh, getting to do patterns now. Okay, so looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Okay. And 8 of the 1x4 rounds. Alright. I like that pattern. Looks pretty nice. Okay, now we're sticking all of these 1x2 dark gray flats. Looks like 8 of them. Those go in all of these empty slots. Looks like this is supposed to be black. It's a nice shape there. Okay. Okay. It's easy to miss steps when they don't tell you all the pieces up front. Whenever they started doing that, like not even 10 years ago, maybe? Something like that. That was a great addition to instructions. Hey V, how you doing? Hope you're well. Today we are building this General Grievous Starship. It's a pretty small build, 225 blocks-ish around there. No more than 250, I don't think. So, I'm trying not to rush it too fast and finish it in 5 minutes. But I did a long stream earlier, so I didn't have as much time for LEGO stream this afternoon, so I had to do a smaller ship. Tomorrow I'll do a larger ship, something more medium-sized probably. I'm not sure which one yet. Lots of options. I'm going to stay in the Star Wars theme as long as I can in May, since it's Star Wars month. My dog agrees. Stay in the Star Wars theme. Enthusiastic Star Wars fan, my dog. Okay, these go like this. It's a nice pattern to leave exposed like that, and that explains this offset that looks weird at first until you cover it. Now it looks pretty nice. Okay. So let's see. Have we done everything in step 13 that we can notice? I think so. It's a little bit of a guessing game without the little square that tells you all the parts you're going to need for that step. General Grievous. We've got him modded a little bit. Not exactly the same colored lightsabers, and his arm, two of his arms are going different directions because it looks cooler, and we've got a cape on him. I think he sometimes wears a cape, right? But not this one. That cape came from another minifig. Don't know where. Don't know where that cape is from. Okay, this is a real simple step, I think, unless I'm gonna miss something. We have lots of motorcycles around here. I don't know if that came out on the on the microphone. I don't know if that microphone came out on the motorcycle or not. But okay. Looks right. Looks like the picture. And then we have a weird color print, where this is the same color as that, but this looks, don't know if you can quite see it on there, but this looks very red compared to this gray. It's the same color. It's this big piece. We're sticking these on the nose. One of these, and this piece. This is going to click onto here, so this front piece will slide in and out, but it'll click in, from what I remember. I've built this at least twice before. It's an old set, and my family's the only owner. It's probably given to one of my kids for a birthday present, but I don't remember. Those are black, flat black 1x2s. There. All right, that looks like the picture. And now we're just flipping it over, but not doing anything. Step 4 is funny. Alright, so yes, it's gonna, this little bit right there is gonna click onto this grabber right in there. Click, so now it won't fall off, but you can easily pull it off. I forget what the purpose of that is. Check the engine? I don't remember. It might just be how this thing is meant to be attached. I don't know. Click. That says click. Flip it. Oof, this 8-bit stuff just crushes my eardrums after about 30 seconds. Ice picks. I gotta do something about that playlist. Okay. This one's, oh, I see. Right. I don't actually see that piece. It's over here for some reason. There we go. Okay, yeah, it can't connect there because this piece is meant to be slid in and out. There we go. And this top part still slides in and out and snaps to stay. Notice how they still haven't installed this on the bottom. It goes right along there, but they made us make it in the beginning and just told us to set it aside, apparently. Didn't really tell us anything. There! Well, now that I bring it up. Okay, I had the wrong place for it. It goes right there. And these lightsabers or some like them go in there like that. But we're going to leave him in General Grievous's hands, because otherwise he would be disarmed. We don't want to disarm him. Looks to me like we've added one single piece. I don't see anything else new. So I'll put the one single piece on and hope we didn't miss anything. Okay. Taking a nice slow approach to this. It's a nice day. Sliding glass door is open. Got a little breeze coming in. 2 more of those. That looks like black as opposed to, yeah, that's black because these are already dark gray. Okay, and look at that. Got a piece stuck in here, which it's probably going to tell us to put back in 1 second. That's okay. Instead, we put these pegs in ×2. There we go. And there we go. And we'll hide this part inside so no one sees it. There we go. And this part gets stuck right here. Okay. There we go. It's coming together. The cockpit is definitely nothing special. It's no detailing in there whatsoever. It's interesting, but it's, you know, pretty small model, so it was probably sold pretty cheap. I imagine when it was new, like $20 or something back then in 2007. ×2 with these. Start with these first. Step 1 and step 2. Ah, these are the laser cannons for the front of the ship. Gotcha. 2 little lightsaber handles. Two fluorescent yellow round 1x flats. Stick those. Okay. Beautiful. Excellent. Oh. We forgot step 4. We forgot step 4. Somehow you get credit for forgetting a step with me. I like to share. Okay, that goes on the back right there. That's what that sure looks like. And then this gets stuck here. And I believe it's going to be able to move up and down. I believe that mobility is going to remain. We shall see. Okay, and now it wants the cockpit cover. Can't call it a windshield because there's no wind in space. I guess it's a windshield if they're flying in an atmosphere someplace with wind. Whoa! Don't press so hard, buddy. It's on. It doesn't feel super sturdy because it doesn't really stick to anything in the back. But it's also easy to get off when you need to put your character in and out. Okay. Now we need to get to the rest of these wings. Oh no, we're gonna do the back first. That's fine. I actually seem to be missing a piece. Must have dropped it when disassembling it. So, I need to get another one. It's right behind me. Need to move some ships. Built these ones last week. This is the Sith TIE Fighter. An old Darth Vader TIE Fighter, the small one. Not the big one we built yesterday, or finished building yesterday. Just need one 1x2 black tile. Oh, that's printed. That's printed. Plain, thank you. These back 1 second here. This is the bigger, older TIE fighter. I think it's 75211. Smaller one is 75300, I think. And here's the smaller TIE Interceptor, not the big one they just put out. Not the UCS version they just put out that cost $230. This one is still currently available though, and comes with a Mandalorian Fang fighter ship. 2 ships in one set. Still available, still in LEGO store. Okay, now that I got my part, I can start. Wonder where that went. Like I said, must have been dropped when I was disassembling. Sloppy. This is the back end of the ship. It's a bit of an odd ship, but it's kind of cool. Looks pretty similar to the way it does in the movie. Okay, and there's a connector right back there. You can see. It was good with the General Grievous. There. See that connector? Right there. I switched my cameras out so I could do that, so I'm glad it works sometimes. So, this goes on the tail end here and can fold down like that. I think that's for when it's landing, or this is, I don't know. This is for when it's flying. I don't know. Anyway, that's how it's going to be for now. Anything else I missed in that step? Don't think so. Okay, now I think we're starting to make the kind of wing pieces. That's what that says, and it's not at times two because they're mirrored. Okay. 2x6 flat with Technic holes. We'll match up our grays as best we can here. It's just not going to happen. Both of these are blue. So that's okay. I don't know if you can see that color mismatch, but I can see it on camera. The big one's the brown gray, and the small one is the blue gray. It's easier to see down in this slide, I think. Yeah, I can see it there pretty clearly. Brown, gray, blue, gray. Anyway. Just I can't remember which year they switched grays, but a lot of my grays are mismatched because of that, and I'm not going to worry that much about it, because, you know, unless I pointed it out, no one would notice, right? And I wouldn't bumped the camera again. Six of these, no, 8. No, 6. Counting. It's never my specialty. I sure hope I have enough of these, because there's going to be 6 more coming on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we just set this aside apparently because we're going to work on the tip now. Stick those together. Jam this sucker in here. As far as it'll go, I don't know. I guess so. Doesn't look like I'm times twoing this, even though I could, but we'll get there soon enough. Don't need to rush it. Okay. Little pulley piece. They use that a lot like this in some of these Star Wars models from this era. Okay. Well now, I hope I didn't improperly use bricks earlier. I'm gonna have to double check. Because now the bricks I have left. Oh, I did. I wasn't, yeah, okay, in this step, I was supposed to be using these. I was just testing you to see if you could catch it. Did you catch it? Oh, that's why. Right, because that's how the cockpit opens up. It doesn't, it's not on a, you know, a hinge or anything. It opens up like that. Whoops. It's not really supposed to come all the way out. In fact, that would work better if I had the pieces, the correct pieces on here. Instead of these 1x2s. Those are not 1x2s. They're these. They're 1x2s with this little extra edge to it. Come on, camera. You can do it. There you go. I knew the camera could do it. It's this piece. So, I need 4 of those in here, and that'll help this thing track better. Because it slides over this little center bit, but the way I had it wasn't tracking very nicely. And that'll help it open and close better. Yes. Oh yes, much better. And that helps hold it in a little bit too. Somehow. Just because it's a tighter fit. So there you go. Now my pieces aren't missing. So let's go back to the step we're actually on. Now that I figured out my mistake. Oh! And I built this twice before too. Pay attention. That is one of those instances where if they had showed us the pieces to get beforehand, it would have helped because it would have been a little easier to see what they were, most likely. But it's still my fault. Okay, now that we have the correct pieces, let's use those and gonna stick it in like that. Oh, and then look. Interesting. Okay. First, let's follow the directions. We didn't do this part yet. Now, put it right on there. Okay. Pretty much looks like the drawing. I think we're adding that and 2 of these. I think it goes like that. Yep. So it's only sticking on by... I hope I didn't build that off camera. It's only sticking on by one stud right now, right on the corner, this one corner stud. And then these are going... Wow. They're only sticking on by one stud also. So this thing's going to be flimsy for a minute until it gets reinforced. If I dropped it right now, it would fall apart. So... this piece going on the side isn't going to help anything yet. 1 second. Yep. Okay, hold on. 1 second here. Okay, we're back. Just take whatever you need and bring the rest back. Alrighty, we're back. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we're on step 7. Next we need this long piece. And this goes in here like that. Right, and then this goes on here like that. Gotcha. That looks pretty cool actually, the way they did that. Nice detailing there. Okay, now we're flipping this over. What are we adding? Ah, just this one little piece. Gotcha. That looks like that's all we added. Yep. Okay. Now we're gonna add one of those, and what is that, 5? These little guys. Some nice detailing here. So that's brown on black. There's a lot of brown in this model. Okay, flip it again. I don't remember what this part is gonna do. Oh, that's right. They stick on sideways. That's it. This is how they stick on. Cool, yeah, and that's the top. That's pretty cool, actually. I forgot that they stick on sideways. So, they want me to put all those, we have those holes. And this gun that still goes up and down. And I'll just put these right in those holes. Easier said than done. Nice. That actually feels pretty sturdy. So, that does look pretty nice, being on there sideways like that. Gotta say. Looks pretty slick. Alright. So we gotta work on that other side now. So, mirror image of the same thing. We're down to just a few parts left. Whoops! This tray is empty, and this is all we have left. At least our grays match this time. Which means I'm only one piece away with those. Out of those 4, 3 of them all match. But do you really see that? You don't really see it that much, honestly. You don't really see it that much. It's right down in here. And with the actual brown distracting you and making the gray look grayer, you don't really notice it that much. Okay, I'm caught up with that. So it looks like I was able to take a little bit more relaxed build speed with this model. That's nice. I've been building really fast and I don't need to build fast. But I have been kind of limiting myself. I've been doing 3-hour builds when I have about 3 hours to fill, so if I slow it down too much on some of those builds, then I will run out of time and I'll have to stop. I've had 2 ship builds that have taken multiple streams. The TIE Interceptor and its counterpart, but that's 2 ships. It was 2 streams to make 2 ships, so I didn't finish this one on the first stream, but still 2 ships for 2 streams isn't unusual. But the other one was this one that I just finished yesterday. That took 3 streams. I took a 2-hour stream and a 4-hour stream and a 90-minute stream. I think I had a pretty relaxed pace with that one. I'm getting better at not racing through them. Okay, now our pulley piece. Jocko, no, no. No. And our red fastener. I'll call it a fastener. That's what it did. Fastened that right on. Alright. We go like that, and this one. And these 2, this is the step where they just get connected by one single stud. All 3 pieces are only connected by one stud, which is a little flimsy until you get it reinforced. Do a little dusting on that. Just a little dusty. Okay, it's all cut up with step 7. Step 8 is first do this, then flip it over and stick it on there. Not want to go. Try that again. Just mute the dog out for a second. Okay, I think the barking's kind of done. That's why I said kinda. Just a Okay, adding the detailing here. And now we stick this on, and we're not done yet. Not quite, I don't think. Oh, right. Forgot the pegs. Gotta put the pegs in first. There we go. Looking very good. And I don't think we're done. I think there's more to go. No, we're done. That is it. Oh, yes. I did add one little thing as a mod, since these look like the engine output kind of things. What did we do? How did we do that? That's why I had those on there. Yeah, I did this. So it doesn't say to have these here. I just like them. They look like they're a little bit of, you know, fire propulsion sticking out the back. So this is my little mod for this. Oh, and I forgot one piece right here. There we go. There we go. Now it's complete. These parts are stand-ins for the lightsabers. They go under here. And I might as well just stick the lightsabers in here. Might as well. I'm not going to put him in the driver's seat because he has a cape. I don't want to deal with that right now. But this is how the lightsabers are supposed to go. Of course, they're supposed to be green and yellow, I believe. But we've got green, blue, green, and purple. So they do look kind of cool sitting under there like that. I kind of imagine it as somehow being part of the ship and not actually lightsabers. So I don't think there's anything like that on the original ship, but it looks cool on this version. So there you go. Pretty cool little ship. Not a bad little build. I like it. It's fun to build. So, let's see here. I would like to see if we can find a Lego builder to raid into. Let's see here. I am not seeing. Oh, you know what? Prophet is building. There you go. Prophet is building. I was thinking he might be playing games, but he is building. Oh, look at this. Nice. Lego Assembly Square. Cool. We're going to raid. If you guys would stick around for this raid into Prophet, that'd be great. I'd appreciate that. Thanks for sticking around. We're going to be back earlier tomorrow with a longer stream. I'm not sure which build I'm going to do yet, but it'll be a Star Wars ship. And a longer one, probably a 3-hour build instead of a quickie like this little guy. So, please hang out with me as we go raid Prophet. I would really appreciate that. He is building Lego. Thanks for hanging. I'll be back tomorrow. I only have one person now. Cancel the... Oh, now I have 3. So, we're just going to raid. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Looks like I have 3. Let's go. Thanks for hanging out with me. We are doing the raid. He's building Lego, so it's all good. You want to see this. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
They're lying. Sasu, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.